When people talk about concealed carry, they usually jump straight to the gear, but most of the mistakes that I see have nothing to do with equipment. They come down to mindset. And I'm not saying this from a pedestal because I've made my fair share of mistakes on both sides of law enforcement and civilian life. I remember the first time that they introduced chaos into our academy firearms training, my skill dropped almost instantly. Instructors were yelling, sirens were blaring, many sprints up hills, all to get you in a state that take you out of the controlled environment that you normally see. And that moment taught me something I've never forgotten. The environment changes everything. Confidence disappears fast when the world stops cooperating. So today I want to walk you through some of the biggest mistakes that I see concealed carriers make, and more importantly, the ones that I've made too. A lot of people think that carrying a gun automatically makes them more capable. I used to think that too. But capability doesn't come from the gun. It comes from the decisions you make before anything goes wrong. On the range in a calm environment, it feels easy. But the first time chaos enters the picture, you realize quickly that capability is a mindset, not a piece of equipment. The gun should never be your competence. Your behavior should be. When I first started carrying off duty, I didn't really think about why. It made me feel ready, but I hadn't actually thought through what being ready meant. A lot of people do the same thing. They carry just in case, but they don't think about the environments that they're walking into, who they're with, or what their responsibility actually is. Now, I talk a lot about being a protector, and being a protector isn't about being on edge. It's about being intentional. If you're carrying, the goal is to reduce risk, not invite it, and that starts with purpose. This one hit me after I left law enforcement, and as a civilian, the responsibility stayed the same, but the authority didn't. There's no safety net, no badge, no benefit of the doubt. So when people say, I'm just going to go to the store, or I'm in a good neighborhood, I get it. But the threats don't care what you're doing, where you're at, or what time it is. Consistency builds habits. And inconsistency of carrying and thinking that I'm good is when you wish you had it with you. Now, there are times where I lean towards just leaving it behind, but I always ask myself, what if? Early on, I spent a lot of my time trying to dial in accuracy. Punching holes in paper felt productive, but in simutation scenarios, and this is where seasoned officers reenacted real events, and you shot or got shot at with paintball bullets, accuracy wasn't the thing that saved me. Movement was. Decision-making was. Creating space was. Now, most defensive encounters don't come down to perfect marksmanship. They come down to whether you can move, whether you can access your firearm under stress, and can you make a sound decision faster than fear takes over. Accuracy matters, but capability lives in movement and decisions. Carrying as a dad has changed everything for me. Your kids don't understand danger. They don't understand crossfire, angles, or panic. They understand you. So if something happens, do they know where to move? Do they know not to stand behind you? Do they know how to listen instead of freeze? Clarity keeps people safe, not fear, clarity. Carrying affects your whole family, not just you, and preparing them is part of the responsibility. From my law enforcement days, I saw good people talk themselves into trouble, not because they were wrong, but because they were nervous or trying too hard to explain their intentions. After a defensive incident, your job is simple. Communicate safety, communicate compliance, and then stop talking. Let the process work the way that it's designed to. You can't talk your way out of a critical event, but you can sure talk yourself into a worse one. Now, this is a big one. Confidence is how you feel. Capability is what you can actually do under pressure. I learned early that even a badge and a gun don't guarantee respect or safety. People don't respond to the equipment you carry. They respond to your behavior. Capability comes from mindset, movement, preparation, communication, and all of the decisions you make long before anything ever happens. Being a protector isn't about being the toughest person in the room. It's about being the one that makes the fewer mistakes, because you've actually thought through these things most people overlook. If anything here made you think a little bit differently, that's the whole point of this channel. We're all learning, we're all improving, and we're building this community together, one mind shift at a time. Stay safe, stay intentional, and I'll see you on the next one.